Here is a video guide to the Gardiner Pole Systems brush range. As you notice, there's a lot of brushes in our range, 30 plus brushes, which suit a wide variety of window cleaning types and window cleaners' needs. So the question is, which brush type is best for you? Well, we won't attempt to tell you what your favourite brush will be, because that will be down to personal choice and might involve trial and error. But we will attempt to show an overview of the brushes, why they're different, and perhaps a good starting point for you. Perhaps you've never cleaned windows before, or you've never used one of our window cleaning brushes before. Where should you start? Well, a good middle of the road brush that's a good weight and cleans well is the ultimate medium soft brush. Here we have one. It's fairly lightweight, but not ultra lightweight. It has good medium and soft bristles. They splay nicely on the glass. They're monofilament, which means they're a single cut bristle, so they allow the water to flow through them very well, good for rinsing on the glass. That is a good starting point if you don't know where to start. A similar starting point, if you want something a little beefier, slightly heavier, but with more bristles, is the Superlight, a different version of a similar brush. That's where to start. Now let's look at the range overall. I've mentioned two brushes already, the Ultimate and the Superlight. You can tell them apart because of the colour of the stock. The Ultimates are red and they're lighter with slightly shorter bristles. And the Superlight range have a black stock. They have longer bristles and slightly thicker bristle bunches. That is the real difference between the two ranges. The weight, the density of the bristles, lighter weight, finer bristles. For most people, the Ultimate is a good middle of the road brush, and we provide the Ultimate in many different sizes and types: monofilament, DuPont, Taper Tech, flocked, all different types of bristles. If you want to find out about the different types of bristles and what they're best suited to, you can look on our website, and we have a chart, a brush guide, which goes into great detail about the suitability of the bristles. So the Superlight range, slightly longer bristles, denser, black stock. The Ultimate, shorter bristles, slightly more direct action, slightly softer feel on the glass. Ultimate range, Superlight range. Let's have a look at another one of our ranges. The sill brushes, the universal sill brushes. They have a unique profile which allows for glass cleaning, and then also down onto the lower sill of windows. Now, many window cleaners find these useful because they're able to clean the sill after they've cleaned the glass all with one brush. This is a flocked version of the universal sill. It's in the standard size. Flocked bristles, what does that mean? Well, it means that the end of each bristle, rather than being a straight cut as in monofilament, is slightly crushed or frayed. Some people refer to them as flagged bristles. How does this work? Well, it's a bit like having a microfiber cloth on the window. We know how useful microfibers are at cleaning. It gives you a similar cleaning power to microfiber, so they're very good for first cleans. They're also good on delicate surfaces due to the softer nature of the bristles. However, they are best suited to being used when rinsing off the glass. So we'd recommend, if using flocked brushes, that when you rinse the glass, you lift it slightly off for best rinsing. So that's the universal sill. We do these in several different types and different sizes. Universal sill. We do another sill brush as well, the extreme sill. Let's have a look at one of these. And this is an extreme sill. Now, you can see that it's designed fairly similarly in that it will clean the glass and it will also clean the sill. But like its name says, it's an extreme version. It's much lighter than our standard sill universal brushes. Let me pop that one back. Much lighter, it has much less rows of bristles, but it does the same job. If weight is your main criteria, then this is a good sill brush to go for. And that's the stiff version, as can be identified by the red lower bristles. We also do the extreme brushes without the sill feature. So if you want to go even lighter, something that is even more extreme, you could say, then here is a standard extreme brush. Notice no sill bristles, only 4 rows of bristles. This has taper tech bristles in the middle. Taper tech bristles mimic natural bristles. They have a fine taper which cleans the glass very effectively. Despite being deceptively soft, they're very good at cleaning. And the weight of this brush is almost nothing. So if you're working at height or you want to minimize the strain on your body, a light brush like this is excellent. Of course, it won't last as long as some of the bigger, denser brushes, but it is an option. So that's the extreme brushes. Let's pop those back. And then we go finally to our final type of brush, the Supreme brush. It's only supplied in one size, 3 different versions. There's a stiff version for hot water use. And this is the flocked, so it has the soft flag bristles. This also has a row of taper tech bristles on the inside. And then this is the DuPont version. So why do we produce this? Well, it's quite a small brush, has a small head, but it has a wide splay on the bristles. And this splays out on glass with very little effort. Now, some window cleaners like the splay that this gives. Very little pressure on the glass, it splays out, covers a wide area on the glass, and is very easy to work with. So for personal taste, some window cleaners prefer this brush. Where it isn't so good would be on leaded windows. And this is where you have the surface mounted strips of lead. Because of the splay, the bristles will tend to catch. So what do you do if you come across leaded glass? Perhaps you're using a brush for a lot of window cleaning on leaded glass. Well, something with straighter bristles would be useful. Perhaps something that's soft and flocked. And our Ultimate Flocked is very useful for that because it has single trim bristles and cleans really well. So that's an overview of all the types of brushes. Of course, within each range there are different sizes. Within the Ultimate range, for instance, there's 45cm brushes, 35, the standard 26, and even down to the little micro brush. It may take trial and error to be able to decide which brush is best for you, but hopefully this has given you a little insight into the variety available from us.